I'm from New York City, and I've always wanted to just visit Japan alone. Actually, having conversations in the language is like the best way. Not really a hidden gem anymore because it's gotten like super viral, but it's called Radio Bakery.
ようお越し、お久しぶりでございます。本日も相変わらず頑張っていきたいなと思ってます。今日は噛みませんよ。引き続きパンやめはありがとうございますっていうので渡せればいいなというふうに思ってます。前置きは以上にして早速行ってみよう。前置きは以上にして行ってみましょう。Thank you very much for your time.
For sure.
And can you tell us where you're from?
Yeah, so I'm Devin. I'm from New York City. I'm just exploring Japan right now, and yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So, first question, what brought you here?
Yeah, so I recently lost my job, and I got laid off, and I was thinking I don't really have anything to do. I had no plans, so, and I've always wanted to just visit Japan alone, because I visited last year with my wife and friend, but yeah, just wanted to try it alone. I was like, I didn't plan anything, but I was thinking I only live once, so this is the best time to do it. So that's why, yeah, I came here, and just no plan, no like structure or anything, just explore as much as I can. Yeah.
So, how long will you stay here for?
Yeah, so I got here yesterday. I'll be here until the 18th, so I think that's like roughly a little over 2 weeks, I think.
Will you plan to visit any other cities?
Yeah, I'll be in Osaka until the 9th. I'll be visiting Nara as well, and then I'll be going to Kyoto. I'll be visiting Kobe as well, and then Tokyo for my last few days, and then just visiting all the nearby cities around Tokyo, like Shibuya, Shinjuku, Yokohama. Yeah, that's like the plan for now. I'm just kind of making it up as I go. So, right. Yeah.
Like no specific plans yet, but just go around, explore.
Yeah, just going around exploring like the big cities and then like the areas around it. So, yeah.
Did you ever try like some Osaka food yet?
Not really. Just random like takoyaki and then ichiran. Yeah, so nothing specific yet. I heard like Osaka's famous for like the takoyaki, okonomiyaki. That's what I heard so far. I'm not sure what else, but yeah, that's like my plan at least, to try okonomiyaki as well. Yeah, cool. But I'm not sure what else to try. If you have any suggestions,
I would say skewers, that yakitori.
Okay. Yeah.
The skewers are very popular, especially you can find a chain restaurant called Torikizoku.
Okay, you're gonna have to show me later.
yeah, I will show you later. But yeah, the Torikizoku is one of my favorite chain restaurants in Osaka.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely give that a try.
You told me that you're from United States, New York City, so English is your first language. Then what other language do you speak?
Just Korean. I've been trying to learn Japanese, but I like learn and then forget, learn and forget. So it's pretty rough. Yeah.
Could you please share us like any tips that you use while you're learning a language?
Tips? I think at least for Korean, the only tip I had was like, you just have to like force it. Like I can only learn so much, like reading or writing or whatever. Like I think how I learned Korean the most was like speaking with my parents. So I kind of just have to learn on the fly, and like trying to understand like real life dialect, like back and forth conversation. Like Duolingo like helps, but like it's not really conversation. So I think really actually having conversations in the language is like the best way, in my opinion. Yeah. When it comes to like trying to learn Japanese, I haven't been able to do that, and I think that's why I like keep forgetting things I learn. So yeah, so I think that's like the biggest tip I would have when trying to learn. Yeah.
A lot of people, especially Japan, who want to learn English, they're thinking like maybe I should input first and output later. But then the ratio is very important, I reckon. So should we input like, let's say words first, like 7 out of 10, and then they should move on to output, or after input 3 out of 10 and they should output right away? Which do you think is better?
That's a good question. I feel like 5 out of 10 for both input and output probably sounds the best. Because vocabulary wise, like it's nice learning vocabulary in English, but it's very different from actually speaking with like Americans. We don't really use like fancy vocabulary. We're kind of just simple with how we talk. So I think like trying to learn vocabulary, like it could be helpful, but actual like output in like speaking with, I guess, an American, like can help you understand like the way that Americans speak English, because it's very different from like people like in Europe or people in Asia would learn how to speak English. Like, yeah, Americans I think have like their own specific way. Of course, like not everyone's right. So I think like just practicing with people and like kind of absorbing different people's like way of speaking, I think that's like, I feel like a great way to learn. So I think 5 out of 10 for both like input and output to start off. And then of course, like once you're getting better and better at it, I think 10 out of 10 like output. I think just like, yeah, because I think really just forcing yourself to speak it with other people, yeah, I think that's like the best way to actually learn. Yeah.
Can you tell us one useful phrase that the American frequently use?
There's like a lot of like phrases. One example is like kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So there's like kind of like multitasking, like doing 2 things at once, or like something that you did accomplish 2 different goals at the same time. So that's like an example of a phrase.
Tell us about your hometown. I mean, New York City is one of the most popular cities in this world, but is there any like hidden gems or places you recommend us to visit someday?
So actually New York City has been my home for just 5 years so far. And I think for me at least, a hidden gem, that's a good question. I feel like all like the super tourist stuff is actually like good to experience, like Times Square, Rockefeller Center, Statue of Liberty. I think those would be great to experience still. I don't really know if it's like touristy or not, but a hidden gem for me is this area close to New York City called Greenpoint. Greenpoint. It has like a lot of like restaurants, bakeries that I like, and it's like pretty close to where I live. So I think that's like the hidden gem that I like go to like here and there. And then there's this bakery. It's not really a hidden gem anymore because it's gotten like super viral, but it's called Radio Bakery. I think it's probably the best like baked goods that I've had, like croissants, sandwiches. Yeah. So it's not really a hidden gem, but it's not something that usually like tourists like really know about. So I think that's something I would recommend. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you as well.
So this is a candy. It's painame, so pineapple candy.
How do you say?
Painame.
Painame.
Yeah, so pain means pineapple, the
Yeah.
abbreviation of pineapple, and ame means candy
Oh, ame.
in
Okay.
Japanese. So there's one interesting culture called obachan no ame. What they do is basically holding candies in their pockets and share one every
Okay.
time they meet person. Since we're in Osaka,
Yeah.
and thank you very I really appreciate your
yeah.
time.
Yeah,
So like,
of course.
yeah, and this is not basic candies. They've been producing this for more than decades.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty authentic Osaka candy. So
Painame.
yeah, painame. いかがでしたか？今日はニューヨークからお越しの方をインタビューさせていただきました。いやニューヨークって言ったら、彼も言ってたんですけど、たくさん訪れる場所あるって言ってましたけど、やっぱり現地の人しかわからんところがあるんやなって感じました。また次回の動画でお会いしましょう。バイバイ。おおきに。